Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to another episode of Groove Asia. Groove Asia Leaders Unite. Glad that you're here with us today. Now, the question is, have you ever held back from opportunity because of fear got in the way? Maybe you have avoided going live on social media, hesitated to pitch your product, or turned down a speaking opportunity just because you thought, what if I mess up? What if people judge me? Well, you are not alone. Fear is the number one thing that holds most digital marketers back. But here is the good news: fear doesn't have to stop you. No, 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 not at all. Doesn't have to stop you at all. In fact, the most successful entrepreneurs still feel fear, but they take action anyway. So, today we're going to talk about how to push past fear and build confidence in public speaking and sales, two essential skills for business success. Now, fear is a natural response whenever we step outside our comfort zone. But as an entrepreneur, growth only happens when you take action despite the fear. Growth only happens when you step outside of your comfort zone. Now, this is especially true when it comes to public speaking and sales. Public speaking can include um, going live on social media, hosting a webinar, or presenting your business in front of an audience. Sales hesitation happens when you fear rejection, but you don't want to seem pushy, or you doubt whether people will buy from you. Now, most of these fears can limit your success, but learning to take action despite of them will set you apart as a confident, thriving entrepreneur. So I want to welcome you to the Groove Asians Leaders Unite. Now, if you are new here, my name is Karen Allen. I'm the Chief Program Officer here at Groove Asia. And in this series, we help digital entrepreneurs overcome challenges and find real solutions to build a thriving success. So if you are here live, put in a hashtag live. If you are here on the replay, put in a hashtag replay. Dr. Lisa is here. Take action equals growth. Yes, take action equals growth. And that's what we're doing this year. 2025 action. That's what we're doing. It's going to equal growth. Now, this month, as you know, if you've been following me for this month, we're talking all about how to build confidence as a digital entrepreneur. Now, last week we tackled some imposter syndrome and how to overcome self-doubt. Now, this week we're going to be taking a step further, talking about to take action despite fear, especially when it comes to public speaking and sales. So those are the things we're going to be talking about today. So we got Dr. Lisa in the room. Woo, she's live. Digital fish face marketing. All right. Hello, hello. Glad to see you. Glad you're here with us. From Sydney. Uh, Digital Fish Faces from Sydney. All right, awesome. Well, glad that you're here with us this morning. We're talking about fear, as you know, everyone is just one way or another. Now, what we're going to cover today is why fear holds you back in business, the psychology behind taking action despite fear, proven strategies to overcome public speaking and sales hesitation. So, if you have ever avoided speaking up, going live, or making that sales pitch, today's episode is for you. It's for you. So why fear holds you back? Why do we go the same? We know the things we want to do. We know what we have to do, but why we're fearful in taking that action? Well, one, you have the fear of judgment. Fear judgment. Many entrepreneurs avoid public speaking or sales because they fear being judged. Worry about what others will think. If we make a mistake, we look unprepared. It's not good to be unprepared, especially in a professional environment. And we think we're going to look unprepared. We don't do it. Big step, especially when you're starting off. You're not going to be prepared for everything because you don't have any experience in the field just yet. When you have some experience in the field, walk in there with confidence. Okay, most people focus on themselves, not on judging you. So that's a note. That's a note. And then when you know that all of us go through this anyway, at some point in our lives, one time or another, you know, the person who you think is judging you, they've gone through the same thing too. It's kind of like when you're speaking with someone, speaking in a whole audience, and you put a visualization, not afraid. We're all in this together. We're all in together. So if you're providing value, if you're providing value, your audience is rooting for you. They don't care how you look. They do not care how you look. If you're providing value, there's some nuggets they could take away that's going to help them with their business. You could come however decent, hopefully decent. We don't want to distract from the value that you provided. Don't want to look like a hot mess. To the rejection. Now, in sales, rejections is part of the game. It's just part of the game. But instead of seeing it as a personal failure, it's important to reframe it. This is the whole mindset thing that we talked about last week with the imposter syndrome. Okay. Every no brings you one step closer to a yes. In fact, when I used to work at well, I used to in business cosmetics. And it was one of those, meet people on the grocery store, your friends, do these little parties. And from what I had learned there, every no means next opportunity. Next opportunity. N-O, next opportunity. That's what it means. And it just brings you closer and closer to that. Yes, it's the numbers. It's a numbers game. Have to go through the no's to get to a yes. Now, true rejection is just feedback. That's what it is. It's not failure. It's feedback. You know what to do better the next time. You know what this might want to change your your script that you're going to say. You're going to change your approach, change your words. It's just feedback. Try it a different way the next time and how see how it works for you. This is the A/B testing, but you're doing it face to face in real time. So rejection is just feedback. It's not failure, not at all. It helps you to refine your approach and find the right audience. Yeah, maybe, those people are not for you. That's not your target audience. The people who are saying no. Yeah, no means next opportunity. That's what it means. Yeah, and the people who say no are not your target audience. So you don't want to be catering to people who are not your target audience because it's going to be like pulling teeth to try to get them to do anything. So when someone says no, I'm like, oh, okay, pass on and keep moving to you get a yes. That's what it is. Rejection is just feedback. And number three, um, people want to be so perfect, they get paralyzed and they don't do anything at all. Okay. They want to be perfect. Perfection will keep you stuck if you need everything to be perfect. And some people never take action because they feel they need to be perfect before they start. And this happens in public speaking, waiting until you fully confident. When you're waiting until you're fully confident in everything. And in sales, hesitating to pitch because you fear mistakes. Now, I used to be one of these people. I'm trying to get away from that. It might not seem like well, I don't consider myself a perfectionist, but I want to understand everything. I want to understand everything because I want to be able to answer questions. What if they ask a question I don't understand or can't answer? No, 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 no. It does hold you back. It keeps you from starting. It keeps you from approaching people. You don't want that. You want to just start. And if you have a question you encounter that you cannot answer, you're like, that's a good question. And when you go on the webinars or you listen to the interviews or the podcasts, which I've listened to many, and the interviewer will ask the interviewee a question, and the first thing that comes out of their mouth is, "That's a good question. That's a good question." And then, or it'd be like, "Definitely, that's a good question. That's a good question. If I don't have the answer to it, I will get back with you with it, with the answer." And then to go find the answer and then write a blog about it. That helps with your website. Or write a blog about the question because if that person has the question, somebody else does too. So write a blog about it and put it on your social, put it on your write a blog, do some clips, engage your a whole social media about that same question. All right. So that's one thing to do. So if you have a question, someone's coming with you with a question, you don't have an answer. That's a good question. Let me find out. I'll get back with you in a moment. Or refer someone else. You could do that. So this definitely happens. Hesitating to make a pitch because you fear of mistakes. We're all pitching something every day. So the truth is confidence comes from action, not preparation. Now this is about confidence. How do we build confidence as an entrepreneur? Act. Don't act. Because we could prepare, and never act. And you don't ever build the confidence because you never take action. Right. You got to find a way to get that to make it to make best for you when you don't have an answer to a question. As Dr. Lisa say, awesome tip, turn it into an SEO goal. Yes, turn it into SEO SEO goal. Got me. You got me. Okay. Well, those are the things that you do. Things that you can do. Answer those questions that you're being asked, you don't know the answer to, and the ones you do know the answer to. Put them on your blog. Make a clip, make a reel about it. That's something you could do. And some of the strategies to overcome this public speaking fear. Let me give you some strategies on this. Just 3. Start small. Start small and practice low stakes situations. Low stakes situations. So speaking in front of an audience feels overwhelming. Start with short, casual conversations. Practice in low pressure environments like speaking to a friend or recording short videos for yourself. Then put those on your YouTube channel. Record some short videos and put them on a YouTube channel. There is so many ways. And while you're practicing, you can start monetizing. That's what we're here for, to monetize. Perfection does equal paralysis. Perfection paralysis. Ooh, that could be a tongue twister. Start make your practice you as you grow and you develop. Start monetizing on it. Put that on make some reels. Those nice and short, 60 seconds, 3 minutes, I believe the most. Is on some platforms, and start speaking that way. Put it on YouTube channel. Everyone's YouTube channel when they're first starting off looks a hot mess. When you're first starting off, it's gonna take you a lot of videos. I'm not gonna even say a couple of videos. It's gonna take you a lot of videos for you to get more comfortable behind the camera and what you're talking about, how your delivery goes. So put all those are short, low stake situations. And then once you've been doing it and you're like 300 videos in, you can say, go back to my first video. You can see it was not great. But by that time, your stats are going up. Your bottom line as far as financial is going up. Doing that. The YouTube algorithms love that. Love that. So record a 1-minute video talking about your business. You don't have to post it if you don't want to. Just get used to speaking. Just get used to doing it. Do some on your own and show it to your friends, or just keep it on your phone. Have a podcast just on my phone, and that's where they have been, on my phone. But then you get comfortable, post them. The people that are out in the YouTube world, a lot of them, they don't know you. Some of them do, but compared to the reach that it can have out of the whole entire world, what's a few folks, right, that know you? What's a few folks? Okay, and next strategy is focus on the value. Profession. Focus on the value instead of worrying about saying everything perfectly. Focus on delivering value. Your audience cares more about what they learn from you than whether you use the perfect words. And I know you seen speakers, presenters, influencers, and they don't speak the King's English. But that's great because we're all different. We're all different. We all see things a different way. And it's great when You see someone else's perspective. You appreciate that. We are very divided and very intolerant of a lot of people, of different people, but that should not be the case because we are all, I mean, each individual person is different. It's different. And that's so important to show your authenticity, for you to be genuine to yourself and not trying to be like someone else, because that's what's going to draw your tribe. That's going to draw your crowd. So work on bringing that value, focus on, work on delivering that value, and your audience cares more about what they're going to learn from you, whether than you speaking perfectly or looking the part. Okay, so write down the short action steps. Write down 3 key points that you want to share in your next live or presentation. Remember, this is even if you're just videoing yourself and recording yourself. 3 key points that you want to share in your next live presentation, and focus on delivering those only. Just do that. Right. So, and when you do start, like Dr. Lisa says, well, not Dr. Lisa, digital fish face marketing agencies fell fast. Right. You're right. Fell fast in software development management, but never thought of using it in sales. Yeah, you probably learn more faster. Right. Do it. Do it. Take an action. Fell fast. Do it quickly. Fell fast. Make it quick. Learn and keep it moving. That's what you're trying to do. All right. So the last one strategy I have is the exposure therapy approach. Exposure therapy approach. Now, the more you expose yourself to speaking situations, the less fear that you'll feel. So different speaking situations. That's if you're going up to pitching your idea to different businesses, people, doing videos, speaking engagements. Challenge yourself to do one thing outside of your comfort zone each week. Outside of your comfort zone. Again, introduce yourself to local businesses, calling businesses up that you want to work with, or maybe calling businesses up that you really don't, not your ideal business, but just to see, have the practice. And then you get down when you feel more confident, then really call the businesses that you really want to work with. That's something you can do. Okay. So whether if it's speaking in a meeting, posting a video, or going live, okay, do one thing outside of your comfort zone this week. So schedule a Facebook or Instagram live, even if it's just for 5 minutes. You just, talk about what you're trying to do, that your development as an entrepreneur. There's a lot of people who are just starting businesses who want to know, because in the end, we kind of see the success part, we see the top of the ice cap. Normally we see they're successful, they're making 20, 30, $40,000 a month, but you don't see the work that's been put into it. You don't see all the stuff at the bottom, like the little duck. You don't see those little feet paddling to work hard to make them go. All you see is the cool part, the head and the neck, just gliding across the lake. You don't see how hard they're working underneath the water. So that's a good one. So share your tips. You can share your tips with your audience. You'll post 5 minutes, do a live, Facebook Live, Instagram Live, and just see how that come out for you. Talk about what you're going through, or how your business is progressing, the wins and the fails. We don't like posting our fails sometimes, but we all have them. We all have them. We do. It makes us human. So I have some strategies for overcoming sales hesitation. Reframe sales as helping. Helping. You're helping someone. You're not selling them. You're helping them. Now, if you feel uncomfortable selling, shift your mindset. Instead of thinking, I'm bothering people, think I'm offering a solution to a problem. Instead of thinking, if they say no, think What if this changes their life? What if this changes their life? And sales can be difficult. Even you know that you could change the life of someone, that they need your product. They really need your product. And they still probably won't show up. Won't answer the call, won't answer the door, won't answer the email. They still won't do it. But that's when you realize that they are not your target audience. You want people who willingly open an ear to you, not where you have to like pull a bullhorn in their ear and drag them along the way because it's going to equal burnout for you. Not trying to do that. Not trying to do that. Okay. Not trying to do that. Also, I've had some experience in selling life insurance. You need this. You need this for your family. Head of households I'm talking to. You need this for your family. You know, you get tired of just door to door, not door to door, but making phone. It's a waste of time calling and they don't, you're at the door, their cars are in the driveway and they won't come to your door. Yeah, not my target audience, not the people. And you don't want to get burnt out. Don't want to get burnt out. That's a very hard job. So big ups to those who sell life insurance. Kudos to you. I'm sure it's a lot easier now than it was back in the day. So write down, write down, you can write down 3 ways your product or service helps people and use that in your sales and conversations because you're helping someone. You're helping them to do better. You're not selling them, you're helping them. You're helping them in their life's goal. Okay, so strategy 2 in your sales to help you with those sales hesitation. Okay, focus on conversations, not closing. After you've done a whole presentation, it can be kind of difficult to ask for that money. You're asking for the sale. I told you just ask for the sales, but sales isn't about pressuring people. It's about having a genuine conversation. You know, you want to know what you want to know what their needs are. So mostly when you're talking to someone, you're after you've done your presentations, to ask the questions. How so you can find a way how you can help them. How you can help them. Ask questions, understand their needs, and offer a solution to their needs, a solution to their problems. So you can start 3 casual sales conversations. Start 3 casual sales conversations this week without worrying about closing the deal. Just focus on helping someone. Helping someone. Now, a casual conversation, what does that sound like? For instance, once you've done your presentation of show what you're going to show of what you're going to do. Remember, in all in your presentation is how things can, you're showing how your product or service can help them. At near the end, when you're closing, ask, how do you feel about everything we've discussed? How do you feel about it? This is an open-ended question. It helps fish out the prospect's interests and allows them to express their concerns before you even close. Okay, how do you feel about it? So if they respond positively, transition with great. Let's get you started today so you can benefit, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And you use the words that they used when you asked them, how do you feel about everything we discussed? Okay. Give their words back to them. We'll get you started today. You like this? You like this and the other? Let's get you started so you can make those benefits. Okay. You can do that. Secondly, casual conversation. Which option do you think works best for you? Assuming you've given them options. Instead of asking if they want to buy, you know, you assume the sell and let them choose between the options. So you don't ever want to ask a yes no question. Always assume the sell. That sounds like, would you prefer the monthly plan or does the annual plan more expensive? Does that work better for you? Does that make um, or does the annual plan make more sense for you? Give them an option. Not too many options, 1 or 2 options. That's it. Because you don't want them to have to be trying to think about it. And then they're like, oh no, too many, don't want to do it. Think of yourself like when you go to the grocery store and you have too many options and you just want some peanut butter. You just want some peanut butter. I just want a jar of peanut butter. And you see 8 rolls of peanut butter, different kinds of peanut butter, peanut butter with honey, peanut butter with chocolate, peanut butter with nuts, natural peanut butter, regular peanut butter. So you know what? I don't need any peanut butter. Just go to the next one. So don't give them so many options. Give them a choice, 1 or 2, and let that be it. Okay? Which option do you think works best for you? That's a casual conversation. Number 3, casual conversation. What's the next step that makes sense for you? This is what you're asking after you've given your presentation. So, what's the next step that makes sense for you? That's what you want to ask. Now, this lets the customer take the lead. It makes them feel in control while guiding them towards a decision. That's what you're trying to do. Remember, we're helping, so we're assisting. We're kind of like verbally taking them through a funnel, all right? And they're being interactive. They're picking which direction they want to go. So if they hesitate, respond with, would it help if I walk you through the next steps? Would it help doing that? You're providing assistance with that. Now, these approaches remove the pressure, it builds trust, and naturally leads to a close. Those are some things that you can do. And the last one, I do have one more, is to celebrate every no. Celebrate it. Woohoo! I gotta know. Yes. I'm learning. Rejection, rejection is not failure. It's a part of the process. Every no means you're taking action, learning, and you are moving forward. So, way to get you going, for you to take action, track your sales conversations, and set a goal. Set a goal to get 5 no's this week. I got to get 5. You rejected me? Yes. 1 down. Keep going. Because it means that you are actually selling. That's what it means. You are actually selling. All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Lisa. Let me share your practical experiences and examples. Yes, I've had a lot of selling in my life. And it can make you like, okay, I'm gonna just go digital. I'm gonna go digital. But that's what we're here for. That's what brings me here today. At least one of the reasons that brings me here today. So just some case studies that might help you along the way. Sarah Blakely. And you know, Sarah Blakely is the founder of Spanx, and she is a billionaire right now. But before she became a billionaire, Sarah Blakely sold fax machines door to door fax machines. As you know, this is way back in the day. But she used that money to fuel her dream of starting a shapewear company, and that is Spanx. That kept her going door to selling those fax machines. Of course, she faced rejection constantly, but never let it stop her. She kept pitching until she got what she needed to start her shapewear company. So fear didn't stop her. This is the lesson. Fear didn't stop her. She took action despite of it. And we all know Warren Buffett. He was public speaking. He proves that public speaking is a learned skill. Some people are talented in it, but it's a skill that you can learn. It's a skill. So early in Warren Buffett's career, he's a legendary investor. I'm sure everyone knows who Warren Buffett is. He's the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, and he used to be terrified of public speaking. Terrified. He admitted that just the thought of it just made him feel physically sick. So instead of avoiding the fear, um, Buffett enrolled in the Dale Carnegie public speaking course to develop his skill. He practiced speaking in small, supportive environments, safe environments, and forced himself to apply what he learned by teaching investment principles to small groups. And that's what you can do as you learn and build and developing your skill, developing your business. You can start teaching to small group of people. Teach it to your family so they'll know because maybe in the future they might have to take over your business. So start teaching them, teaching your friends. Then go into your community or go online and start teaching there. Safe spaces. And over time, you could transform from a fearful speaker into one of the most respected and influential business owners, leaders in the world, like Warren Buffett, because he is. Everyone knows Warren Buffett. Now, today, Buffett does confidently speaks at the um, Berkshire Hathaway shareholders meetings. He does that. He has to. I mean, it's his company. You want to hear from the leaders of the company. He addresses thousands of people, investors and media professionals, and he credits public speaking skill as one of the most valuable investments he's ever made. Now, here in with Groove Asia and with our partnership with iSummit, we had speaking courses. We've trained on speaking. We've done a lot of training on speaking. I actually had a course that was available last year on speaking. That's something we might do again because it is important to public speak. Public speaking is a skill, it's not a talent. Even the most successful people had to practice and improve over time. Yes. So Dr. Lisa says, would it help you if I walk you through the next steps? Yes. That's what you ask when you're closing. Help you walk you through the next steps. You are in a face-to-face funnel. You're taking up that through your funnel face to face. That's what you're doing. If you don't know what a funnel is just online. It's just a set of web pages that guides your customer from knowing who you are to making a purchase, becoming aware of you to actually pulling out their credit cards. That's what a funnel is. So when you're face to face, you're doing that just face to face, making them aware of your product or your service to where they're purchasing your product or services, guiding them through the funnel. So that's what you're doing. All right. So that winds our episode up for today. Our episode on From Fear to Fearless, Conquering Public Speaking and Sales Anxiety. Now, if you found that helpful, don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment below. What's one fear that you're going to take action on this week? I want to know. I want to know what it is. And that brings us to next week's episode, which is the final one in our confidence building segments for this month. Now we're going to talk about something just as powerful as taking action. It's celebrating those small wins to build momentum. Now, too often we chase those big goals and forget to acknowledge the progress along the way. But recognizing and leveraging those small victories is key to keeping your motivation high and your confidence growing. 'Cause that's what we're building, we're learning day by day by day by day. That is exactly what we're doing. Thank you, Digital Fish Face Marketing. Thank you. I'm glad you got something from it. Awesome. So be sure to join me next week. Join me next week as we're going to set you up to carry that momentum forward. So until then, I'd like you to take care, take action, keep moving forward, push past those fears, and I'm going to see you in the next GLU. Now remember, courage isn't the absence of fear. It's not. It's taking action despite of it. So you've got this. I know you got this. I'd like to celebrate with you as you push past your fear, and I'm going to see you next time.
Hi, this is Simon Liang with GrooveAsia.cm. Are you already a part of the #1 community in the world? If not, do so right now for free training and support, along with 5 sessions to help you succeed. Start now by joining us in our private Facebook group and get more exclusive video content on our YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe with notifications turned on for all updates. Join our community right now. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you on the inside at GrooveAsia.cm.